Yo, what's up, guys? What's good? What's good, traders? We about to get started. Let's do this thing. Just setting myself up live on TikTok because we're gonna be live on TikTok as well. So we have to do it right. We have to start it off right. A. Yo, what's up, guys? It's been a minute. I do have to apologize, guys. I was supposed to start at 7 o'clock, but I was out doing some other stuff. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? I'm not planning to be here for very long, okay? But let me just change something real quick. Hold on. I think you guys can see that. All right, so basically what we did, guys, from Wednesday up until now, I've been showing you guys the systems that we use. So on Wednesday, I came on at 7 p.m. and I did the 15-minute strategy, okay? And then now, now yesterday, we also did the 30-minute system. And then right now, we're just going to look at the breakout system. Okay, so this is the third trading system that we use. Okay, usually we jump onto this system when we can't really see any trades on the 30-minute and the 15-minute system. So usually when the market isn't trending, that's when we apply this method. Or when we see that the market has already moved, right, then that is when we can actually jump in and do this trading strategy. Okay, so it's got its functions. So you can depend on it. Like it can be your primary system, but then obviously the 15-minute and the 30-minute just gives you the information just straight up without you having to look for many confirmations. Okay, but this one generally requires you to have some sort of understanding with regards to like technical analysis, support and resistance, and trend lines as well. Okay, so it's very important to understand those concepts so that you can trade this effectively. Okay, so just a quick thing that's on here right now. All right, let me just show you what's on here. All right, so you can see that there's that blue band and then there's that yellow band. Okay, so the blue band just simply tells you that you should be buying, and then the yellow band tells you that you should be selling. Okay, and then these blocks that you see all over price right there, they're just showing you the daily highs and the daily lows of one trading day. Okay, so now, when hey, my mod is here. Hey, what's up, man? Rikesh, my man. Shout out to you, my brother, man. Welcome again, dude. Okay, so anyways, the boxes just show you the daily highs and the daily lows. Okay, so when we're using this system, we're trying to get the breakouts. Okay, so it can be used to trade the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute chart. Okay, but then we start on the H1. Let me just move this up here so you guys can see. Okay, you can't really see that now. Let's see. All right, you start on the H1, all right, on the 1 hour time frame, and then most of the indicator disappears. Okay, then you left with this, right? So we start with the daily resistance and the daily support. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put a horizontal line on the first box, which is the current day. Like we'll put a horizontal line at the top and the bottom of the box, which will give us support and resistance. Okay, it's a very easy way to analyze. Okay, and then we do that for the previous days as well, just to have some market structure, and then we'll do the trend lines. Okay, what that will do, it will show us the trading levels, right? So let's just do it quickly. So there I put it at the bottom of the current day. This is how you start for each and every chart, and this process literally takes a few minutes, guys, to do. All right, it takes a few minutes to do, and then you understand exactly what's happening in the markets, and I'll explain why you actually need these levels. Okay, just that it's just taking a while to react, but you guys will get it. You guys will get it. You see, that thing is It's doing that circle thing right there. It's doing that circle thing. So we just have to wait for it. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. All right. I see what's going on. Okay. All right. So you do your support and resistance, and then after that, you do your trend lines. All right. Let's do the trend lines quickly. Let's make that red. Right. You do your trend lines, and then after you do your trend lines, that's when now you can do your entries. Okay. So once you've got your daily support and daily resistance, okay, and your trend lines, you basically have an idea of where the market will go. Like the way the market moves, guys, is if it breaks one level, it goes to the next. Like for instance, if you see where the price is right now, if it moves from that level right there and it comes to this level, when it breaks that level, it's going to the next support. So that's how the price moves. So it moves from level to level, okay? And then we get those levels from the daily highs and the daily lows of the previous trading days. Okay. Also, like if you see the market going up and breaking this trend line right here, and if it breaks that resistance, then the next target when you're buying is going to be the next daily resistance, and the next daily resistance, and the next daily resistance, so on and so forth. Okay. So once you get your market structure, you basically have an idea of where the market will go. Okay. So when you're done doing your trend lines and your support and resistance, you go over to your 15-minute chart or your 5-minute chart. Okay, I like the 15-minute chart because I don't really like those fast-paced trades. Okay, I don't really like those fast-paced trades. But you go to the 15-minute chart, just wait for it to reload, and then this is where we are right now. And preferably, guys, this method can be used together with some news events, or if it's the market open. Okay, like for instance, if you're trading NAS100, then you'll jump in at 330, right? And then just do this analysis and wait for the breakouts. Okay, you can even put pending orders. So the idea is you do this just before the open happens, okay, so that you can know where the momentum is, right? So when you get into this trading indicator, right, when you get into this indicator, the first thing now you're going to look at, you're going to notice what the indicator is telling you. Okay, so yellow means sell, blue means buy, right? But then you don't buy instantly, you only buy when there's a breakout. Okay, so now our buy trade would happen if this market continues to go up, right? And then if it breaks this trend line here, that red trend line right there, okay, that's going to be the second confirmation to buy. So now the first thing is going to actually be the indicator telling you to buy. You can see it turn from yellow to blue. Okay, that's telling you to get ready to buy. And then the second confirmation would be if the market now breaks this trend line right there. All right, after it breaks that trend line, you've got two confirmations. Okay, and then your third confirmation is when this market goes up and then it breaks that resistance, right? And then once it breaks that resistance, your take profit or your target is going to be toward the next resistance, the daily resistance. Okay, and then once you get into that trade, obviously then you're going to start managing it, shifting the stop losses, doing all those things just to make sure that you don't lose your profits. Okay, same thing with if the market doesn't go up, right, and it goes down. What you're going to anticipate is you're going to wait for this indicator to turn yellow, right? When it turns yellow, it's telling you to get ready to sell. And then once it turns yellow, the next thing that you want to see is you want to see the market breaking this trend line. Okay, if it breaks that trend line, that's the second confirmation. And then the third confirmation for entry is if the market now breaks that support. Okay, if it breaks that support, you target there, and then that's where you enter the trade. And then if it continues to break below that level, you target the next support. And then if it breaks that one, you target the next support. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's how you find these trades. That's how you find these positions. Let's have a look at some of other charts. Okay, same procedure on each and every chart. I don't care what it is that you're trading, as long as you can plot these levels, you can actually start trading, right? So let me just wait for my, I don't know why it's going slow, guys. It's just being very, very slow. Look at that. All right, thank goodness. Okay, so the first steps, okay, the first steps is to go to the H1 chart, the 1 hour chart. I just clicked the 30-minute just to go to the 1 hour. Okay, once you hit your 1 hour chart, you do your daily resistance and your daily support based off of these blocks right here. these daily support and resistance levels. So you're going to start with the current day, boom, you put your support, you go to the top of the box, boom, and then you go to the previous days, boom, like that, and then you just keep doing it. You put it at the relevant levels. You can also use your discretion to determine where exactly you're supposed to put these levels, but you see how quickly you can do this. You can get through a number of charts doing this, and this strategy is actually based off of price action because we're trading breakouts, right? Okay, and then the next thing we do is we do our trend lines. Okay, we do our trend lines, right? Something like that. We do our trend lines like that. Okay, boom, we do our trend lines just like that. And then after we do our trend lines, we can see that there was a break right there. There was a break. I didn't put my trend line over there because this is not a turning point yet. It hasn't been a turning point. The turning point is up there, is down there. Okay, so this actually constitutes a breakout. Okay, so then now after you do your trend lines, you go to the 15-minute for entry, and okay, you see that, boom. So these are the type of things that you want to see, guys. These are the type of things that you want to see. All right, you want to see this indicator turning yellow. You can see right there it's turning yellow, telling you to sell. Okay, and then you want to see the breakout of the trend line right there, right? You can see the market broke out right there. That's the second confirmation to sell. And then now you can see that the market is trying to break through of this support level right here. So if it continues going beneath this level, you're going to open up a sell there. And where's your target going to be? It's going to be toward the next support. Okay, so if you enter sell there, your target is going to be there, and then if that market is also broken, you go to the next target and the next target and the next target. Okay, that's how you confirm your sells. Okay, and then if it does the opposite, if the market turns around for some reason and then goes above these trend lines and then turns blue, telling you to get ready to buy, right? That's going to be a confirmation to get ready to buy. And then the next confirmation would be if you see the market breaking out of the that trend line, okay? And then if you see it either break this resistance or that resistance, and then you target the upper resistances. You always target the next resistance as you are trading, right? So that's how easy you can actually do this thing. Let's have a look at some other charts as well. Let's have a look at some other charts. Hold on, guys. Let me just add another chart here. Look at that circle thing right there. We're going to look at maybe two more examples, all right? And then we're going to call it a night, okay? This is the Onyx method, guys. Okay, if you want more details, just send me a DM. But anyways, let's just continue. Put in the Onyx method right there. So the way you analyze, guys, is always the same. You start on the H1 chart, you do your daily resistance and your daily support, right? And then you do your trend lines if they're visible on the H1 chart. If they're not visible on the H1, then you jump down to the 15-minute chart. Okay, jump down to the 15-minute chart, and then you can also do your trend lines there. And then when you see a breakout, then that's where you can actually trade right there. Okay, just waiting for this to... All right, guys. I'm just waiting for it to load, guys. Can you see that? This thing is fighting you guys. Okay, it's fighting you guys. So I think because the computer's being so slow, guys, I'm just gonna do this last example and then we're gonna call it a night. Okay, it's Friday, guys. It's Friday. We don't have to do some crazy stuff. Right? It's loading, guys. Okay, cool. So you can see that we start on the H1, right? And then on the H1 chart, we do the daily resistance and the daily support right there. Okay, boom, right there, very quickly. This takes about 5 minutes, guys. This is the last example. We're doing the same thing that we did in the previous charts. Okay, the same things. Look at that, boom, right there, right there. All right, and then after that, what do? You do your trend lines. Right? So the reason why you're doing this is so that you get like some market structure, okay? So that you know where the price will go if there's a breakout. All right? So you just do that quickly, even if it's very rough, guys, just for illustrative purposes, okay? And then you go to the 15-minute chart, okay? But before we do that, this thing is already telling you a story, okay? So our sell is going to be when this trend line is broken and that support is broken, and then we're going to target here, okay? And then our buy is going to be if this trend line is broken and that resistance is broken, then our target is going to be there. And then if that is violated, we go to the next resistance, which is up here, and the next resistance, which is up there, and so on and so forth up in until infinity. Okay, so once we got our support and resistance, we just jump down to the 15-minute chart. The same thing every single time. Okay, same thing every single time, and you just wait for it to load. All right, okay, and then you can see right now, okay, for us to actually sell, right, we need three things to happen. Okay, we need this indicator to turn yellow, right? Once it turns yellow, that's the first confirmation to sell. It's telling us to get ready to sell. The second confirmation is we want to see this trend line being broken. So we want to see the price breaking this trend line, okay? And then the third confirmation, which will be our entry point, is when this price goes down and breaks the trend line, I mean the support, then that's going to be our confirmation to sell. And then our target is going to be toward the next support. And then if that is broken, we target the next support. All right, so on and so forth, guys. Okay, and then to buy, right, to buy, we want to see this indicator continuing to tell us that we must get ready to buy. And then afterwards, if that resistance is broken, right, that's the second confirmation. And then the third confirmation, which will be the entry, is if this resistance is broken. Okay, and then once the resistance is broken, you know exactly what to do. You buy toward the next resistance, right, that upper level right there, and then you buy toward the next one, so on and so forth. So the price just moves from level to level. It moves from one level to the next when it has a breakout. Okay, so very easy and very simple trading strategy, guys. Okay, so if you guys want to know more about these things, make sure that you join our Telegram channel. Okay, you can do so by going into my TikTok profile. There's a link right there. It's going to redirect you to our Telegram channel. Okay, and then that's where you're going to see the information about the classes and the trading indicators. Okay, here's another example. Here's an example of a sell right there. Nice sell. You see that there's a breakout. Indicators yellow. Breakout of the trend line, and then break of the support. Target now is toward the next support. Okay, so anyways, guys, that's the third system right now. Thank you so much for joining up on this stream. I will see you guys next week, Monday. Okay, have a good evening, guys. If you want to know more about these systems or classes, make sure that you send us a DM, and then we'll give you the details. Have a good evening, guys. Have a good weekend. Good stuff.